Hi everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening. Anytime you are going to be watching this video, welcome to Dive Africa Soft Skill class. My name is Temidayo Caroline Fatoba, and I'll be your facilitator for this class. Today, we are going to be looking at time management and productivity, tools, techniques, and habits for peak performance. And these are the model outline that we are going to be looking at in today's class. So make sure that you are attentive to the end of this class. The duration is going to be brief as possible, and these are our learning objective that we are going to be looking at in class today. These are our learning objective. At the end of this class, each and every one of us, we are expected to be able to each and every one of us were expected to be able to have derive something meaningful. Yes, so you can use the learning objective to determine what you have achieved in class today. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever worked all day, stayed busy, but still ended the day wondering what exactly did I achieve today? That's the difference between being busy and being productive. In today's section, we are not just going to be talking about time management, we are learning how to own our time so it serve our goals, not the other way around. Before we dive in, I want you to think of one area in your life or work where time just seems to disappear. By the end of this section, I want you to have a strategy for it. Have a strategy for it. So let's look at understanding time management and productivity. Time management is the process of planning and controlling how much time to spend on specific tasks to increase effectiveness and efficiency. It is not just about schedules, it is about discipline, focus, and decision making. Many individuals, they always like, oh, I have my itinerary for today, this is my schedule for today, this is my schedule for tomorrow, but there is no discipline. So if you want to achieve anything that you have written down that you want to work on, it is very important that you have three important things, which are discipline, focus, and decision making. You can have a acronym for it: DFD: discipline, focus, and decision making. Productivity means getting valuable results from time and effort you invest. It is not about being busy all day, it is about producing work that truly matters. If you ask some individuals, they always say, I'm busy, I'm busy. Busy doing what? Busy doing nothing. That's why it's very important that you strategize and you plan your day very well before you even start a particular day. Plan it very well so that you'll be able to achieve what you want to really achieve. If you did not achieve it on that day, you just know that you are piling up, you will keep piling up what you need to do, and time will keep going. That's why they always say, oh, I'm busy, I'm busy. They are busy, but they don't know how to balance everything that they are doing. Let us look at why time management and productivity matter. Without structure, even talented people struggle to meet deadline. Just take a look at a story, or try to, you personally try to study the life of your mentor or somebody that you really admire, someone that is, it can be a very popular individual in a particular industry. You will see how they show up every time. They show up for their businesses, for stakeholders meeting, they show up there for their family. It is because of their discipline, their focus, and they know how to put structure in place. If you have many ideas, you want to do this, you want to do that, and you don't know how to put structure in place, that kind of individual will struggle to meet deadline. Another point we have is managing your time well reduce stress and build consistency. If you don't know how to manage your time very well, that person will just discover that, oh, I'm always stressed. Sunday to Saturday they are always working. When you see them, oh, I'm tired. They are always tired because of what? Mental stress, physical stress, and they are not giving their self room to what? To take break or to take care of their well-being. Another point we have is what? It helps you balance your career and personal life more effectively. Yes, don't be that kind of individual that bury their life, their everything about them is just career, career. They don't have personal life, they don't have time for their family, their friends. you know it's very dangerous. You might feel that, oh, I'm making money because of my family. I'm doing this because of so that if anybody asks me, oh, what are you doing with your life, you'll be able to say tell them story. That is like, it's going to even come more it's going to cause more harm than good. There was this particular story I came across about an elderly man, very rich, educated, sent his children abroad to study, and when he retired, he became so lonely because his wife no longer stay with him or live with him. She now stay with her children abroad, just because of what, everything about him is just his career. Oh, I need that promotion, I want to get to this level, by in the next 6 months I want to get 3 promotion. Just give yourself, just take a deep breath, everything will be fine. Take a deep breath, everything will be good, right? Don't put too much, there's this saying that say don't put too much um stick inside fire. Oh, because you want people to know that something is going on for you. Just calm down, calm down, calm down. hmm Everything, career, you need to be very smart. You need to be very smart when working on career, so that it will not even consume you. You'll not be overwhelmed and you're like, oh, because I couldn't meet this target, I can't do this, I can't do that. Oh, let us move on. Let's talk about prioritization techniques. When everything feels urgent, you end up overwhelmed. Prioritization helps you focus on what truly moves the needle. We have the Eisenhower matrix, a four quadrant method that helps you decide how to act on tasks: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, not urgent and important. Then we have the Moscow method: must have, should have, could have, wouldn't have. So all this thing is just trying to let you know about scales of preference, what you should prioritize. Okay, this is what I should do now. This I can do this later. It doesn't need my physical presence. There are some things that there are some job or role or duties that you can assign. You don't have to be physically present before they will do something. If you are a team lead, why don't you just assign duties to those that are joining your department newly, or your colleague, or your team member, instead of putting all the whole workload on your head, and you now keep complaining that, oh, you are the only one doing the work, when you do not even talk to your team member about what they should do or what they shouldn't do. Practical tips: you should use the Eisenhower matrix for daily personal tasks and Moscow when planning team or project priorities. We have the deep work versus shallow work. Deep work means total concentration on high value, mentally demanding tasks that require creativity or problem solving, while shallow work involves low focus, routine activities, meeting, email, or multitasking. So, as an individual, you need to know when a particular project need your deep work and another project need what, shallow work. So when you understand the techniques, when you understand the roles of a particular project, you'll be able to know the part you should play in it, why it matters. Deep work is when innovation and excellence happen. Shallow work keeps things running but doesn't push growth. For example, we have the replying of emails. Maybe you have to take minutes of a meeting, you need to update your team members about what is happening. All those ones are, can be shallow work, but it keeps things running. But deep work requires innovation and excellence. You need to be a professional that portray excellence in everything that you do. Don't just say, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it anyhow. I remember there's this career conference I attended, and one of the speaker was saying that if your team lead, your manager, your line manager, or anyone that is superior to you asks you to draft out something, use that opportunity to make it your best. Don't just draft something that is not meaningful. Use that opportunity to, give in your best, that when they look at it they'll be like, this is perfect. There's no even, oh, even they have little or nothing to contribute to that project that you've worked on. So anytime you are being asked to work on a particular project, work on a particular thing in your workplace, amidst your team, make sure you give it your best shot. So this is an example that you can look at. Tips: we have 3 tips listed here for fostering deep work. Block 1 to 2 uninterrupted hours. you know daily for high focus tasks. Just give 2 hours. Oh, I don't want anybody to interrupt me. Put your phone on silent mode or airplane, or switch it off, or take it away from where you will not be able to, where it won't be able to distract you. Turn off notification and close unrelated tabs. Inform teammates when you are in a focus block. Maybe you are working remotely. You can just tell them you can't reach me between what 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. Probably maybe you've had your morning meeting, and every individual needs to come back later on to discuss or give in their deliverables. You can just tell them that between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. nobody will be able to reach me, because you want to what fully focus on what you are doing. We have planning with sprints or structured circles. Breaking your work into short circles help you stay accountable and see progress faster, instead of just, there are some individuals, they just see, they see the whole picture, and it's actually make them very scared, because they feel that where will I start from. But if you are able to break it into smaller bits, you'll be able to understand how you should go about your work. Each circle include, we have the planning, we have the execution, we have the review. Start with planning, decide what you want to achieve, then execution, do the work with focus, then review, reflect and refine. Okay, what was that thing that I did not do well, what is those things I need to work on, and all that is going to help you. Benefits of planning or having structured circle: makes goals measurable and manageable, encourages frequent feedback and improvement, prevents burnout from long and what's unclear projects. Let's look at setting smart goals. Smart goals make success measurable. When we talk about SMART goal, is an acronym of specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. I want to believe we are together. So when we talk about SMART, it's not. I want to also believe that it's something that you are familiar with. Be smart with your goals. Be smart, clear and direct when it comes to be specific, measurable, can track progress, achievable, realistic. Don't just plan or have something in mind that is not realistic, right? Relevant, what you are doing, is it tied to your priority? Time board, you need to have what, a time frame, clear deadline. Example, I want to be more productive. Instead of saying that, why not say I will spend 1 hour each morning writing course content for 2 weeks. That way you have given yourself sense of what's priority, on what you should focus on, start working on. Smart goals eliminate guesswork and help you measure your goal growth effectively. Let's look at time blocking and calendar management. Time blocking and calendar management. Don't just When it comes to time blocking and calendar management, don't just use it for your supervisor or your someone that is superior to you. There are some individuals that are on this table. They only use it for somebody that is maybe their line manager. They won't use it for themselves. It start from using it yourself, because if you are even doing something that you're using for somebody else, and I know you are not taking it into consideration that, oh, let me use this, let us see how I was also going to change my life, help me in my work structure and all that, you won't know the effectiveness, right? So time management helps you assign specific time slots to tasks, so your day doesn't control you, you control it. I want to give, we know that sometimes there's this word that say the the spirit is willing but the flesh is not. There are sometimes that we might just decide on our own that, oh, maybe, well, I don't want to do anything today, right? But there's sometimes that you need to also what, take ownership of your own life. Don't let time control you, you control it, because if you keep letting time control you, oh my god, you'll be a mess, you'll be in mess. That's just the two, a mess and a mess. So if you don't want to be a mess and a mess, you need to what, take ownership of your time. These are steps that you can actually use to help you set recurring time blocks or focus, meeting and breaks. Leave 10 to 15 minutes between meetings to reset. Use color code for task type. Just give blue. Maybe blue is for focus, green is for meeting. It will help you to what, align your thoughts and be able to do things effectively and efficiently. You can also look at the example stated here. Moving forward, we have avoiding multitasking myths. Multitasking feels productive, but it's a trap. There's some individual, oh, I love multitasking, I can multitask. So people call themselves multitasking queen of multitasking or king of multitasking. I'm not saying multitasking is not good, right? But sometimes it's not good. It's something that is not even going to help you at all. When some individuals that are multitasking, they are doing shallow work. So it's advisable that you avoid what multitasking is. A trap. The brain doesn't actually do two complex tasks at once. It switches rapidly, losing focus each time. You are doing this, you are doing this, you are doing this. Sometimes multitasking is good, right? Sometimes even I myself personally, I multitask, but I know that it's not going to help me. When I multitask, it's just shallow work, because there are times that on my laptop you can see like five tab. I'm doing different things. So there was a time I was like, it's better I leave this one. I myself, I know that if I should add this one to multitasking, if I add a particular project to multitasking, I know that I will not deliver a good job. So I'll just keep it for what? For later. So I'll do a deep work. So there are some projects that you should not multitask, because it's not going to allow you to do deep work. You need to tell yourself the truth. If you are not truthful or sincere to yourself, that individual cannot go far. The person will just keep getting stuck and getting stuck, and you see that your deliverables are just shallow. They are not full of excellence, right? Multitasking feels productive, but it's a trap. Result of multitasking: slower work, more mistake, shallow understanding. You do deep work. It's something that I have experienced, so I know that it will not even allow you to do deep work, because your mind is in this, your mind is in this, your mind is in this. It's not going to allow you to do what? Deep work. Better approach to avoiding it is what? Single task for important work. You can go back to the scale of preference, or the SN OWA matrix that we use. You can go back to that to be able to understand what we're talking about, to avoid multitasking. So let's move on. Focus and attention in digital age. There are some individuals that they have short focus attention span. So it's something that you need to work on if you fall under that category, right? The world is noisy, constant notification, update, and screens compete for your attention. All this thing is something I've experienced. There was a time I wanted to check. I was looking for a particular company or organization. I want to get an information on IG, right? Then I logged in on IG. Like for 20 minutes, I was just watching. I was just parabolating. I was then like, why did I log into my IG? I have forgotten totally. And I went out. I went out of IG so that I can remember. Why did I want to go and think again. Why did I log into my IG page? Because sometimes saying, if you do not call yourself to order, seriously, there are some things that will just be controlling you. Your gadgets in this digital age, it can control you if you do not call yourself to order. You need to wake up and tell yourself, like, because attention can be stolen from you. Yeah, especially those that have short attention span. So it's something that you need to work on. Focus is your what? New superpower. Focus should be your superpower. It should be your superpower. Or you should protect your focus. Protect is that I don't want to be distracted. If it's to add it to your prayer, time wasters, you need to rebook them and renounce them, right? So let us look at ways to protect your focus. Use do not disturb while working. Keep one main workspace. You can try the Pomodoro technique, 25 to 50 minutes of work. You can give yourself, okay, 15 minutes, I want to work on this, and I'll take maybe 5 to 10 minutes break. Then the next point is arrange your space to minimize visual clutter. If it is something that will distract you, eliminate it. You need to eliminate what? Distraction, so that you can have a good focus, right? Example, turning your phone screen upside down. I gave that example earlier on. So it's something that you can also work on. Managing distraction are either external, noise or messages, right? Or internal, stress or boredom. Yeah, sometimes you can be so bored that it might affect your deliveries, your deliverable. It can affect what you are working on. So it's better you give yourself break when you are bored or you don't feel like working. You can give yourself break and probably do something that is going to actually energize or ginger you in 5 to 10 minutes, right? This is how to what reduce distraction. Communicate clear response time. Create a focus zone. Schedule distraction time. Short breaks when you check your phone. Just be guilt free. There's some individuals, right? We cannot do without checking our phones. We just need to. So you need to just call yourself to order. Oh, okay, I'm going to check my phone. Maybe you are expecting someone to message you. I'm going to check my phone. Maybe 5 minutes every hour. Just to help you with whatever thing that you're doing. Overcoming procrastination. There's something I used to tell my students. How to overcome procrastination is just start. Seriously, just start. What you want to work on, it might be like olumorok, but when you break it down bit by bit, it's going to actually help you. Procrastination often hide under perfectionism or fear. You wait for the right time, but it never comes. I will do it tomorrow, I will do it in 1 hour. Work against that. How to fix it? Break big tasks into smaller step. Use the 2 minute rule. If it takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. There are some things that sometimes you feel that I'll do it later. It's because of maybe boredom or you're not feeling it now. But if it's something that will not even take up to 30 minutes, why not do it? Why not do it? All these things is something that you can start inputting in your personal life. I used to tell myself sometimes I want to fetch water in my reservoir. And I know that if they take this light, they can take this light anytime soon and water will stop running. I'll tell myself, good girl, let's fetch this water. Let's have water in our reservoir. Because if there's no water in my reservoir, when will I go and look for water? So there are some things that you need to encourage and teach yourself that, okay, let's do this. You need to tell yourself that if you don't do it now, look at the consequences. Just take a look at the consequences. All those things. Set a clear time, start time instead of a virgo later. Get accountability partners. You can get accountability partners, those that are close to your circle, your friends. You tell them you're working on this so that you can be able to achieve that. Let's look at building daily routines that support energy. I can tell you, like, categorically, personally, that having a daily routine, especially in the mornings, like that morning time, your head is, you are up and able, you want to do something. So it's very good, important that you set your priority right in the morning. Have a routine. If you do it today, tomorrow you can even do 30 days challenge for yourself. You don't need to announce to the whole world, right? It's going to help you, put yourself in check. It's going to help you to be able to do what is right and avoid anything that might actually hinder particularly your growth. Yeah. So your energy, not just your time, determine your productivity. Yeah. So that is why you need to give yourself that energy. If it is affirmation that will give them energy in the morning, please do it. If it is intrinsic motivation, do it. If it is extrinsic motivation, do it. You can be maybe listening to a particular person on YouTube. You are already gingered in the morning. So all those things will actually help you. Example schedule: morning creative work, afternoon meeting, evening learning or admin tasks. So just give yourself your daily routine to help you stay focused and keep you in check. Tech tools for organization. So I'm sure most of us are familiar with some of the tech tools that will help you with time management and prioritization. We are now in digital age. Don't say, I don't even understand this artificial intelligence. It is taking or stealing our importance. All those jargons that people are saying. Better use AI. If you're not using AI, use AI so that you can, it's reduce your workload. So people say, I don't want to use AI. AI this, all those unnecessary. All these things are actually going to help you with prioritization and effectiveness. So make use of Trello, Notion, Google Tasks, Calendar. We have different kind of apps now that will actually help you in scheduling whatever things that you are working on. Don't use many tools. That's the tool. Just use the one that work for you. Use the one that work for you. And don't say, because this person is using this, I must use this. Don't do that. So weekly reflection and personal retrospective for you. At the end of each week, pause and ask, What went well for me? What blocked me? What will I change next week? Reflection keeps you improving continuously, not just what repeating habits. It help you improve. That is where if you are an individual that have fixed mindset, you will not be able to what do this. But a person that has growth mindset, that is teachable, we want to reflect, so that they will be what able to know the areas they need to improve and work on. Examples, the templates that you can use: win, challenges, lessons learned, plan for the week. So you can write in your journal: wins, what are my wins for this week? What are my challenges? What challenges did I face? Did I occur that occurred to me that I need to work on, all those things. Then lastly, final thoughts: managing your time isn't about squeezing more into your day. It's about aligning your focus with what really matter. Productivity is purpose in motion. Don't be that individual that will do 10 things but what is not perfect on a particular day, 10 shallow work. But if you can do or achieve one deep work in a particular day, you are good to go. Just tell yourself, well done, we move on tomorrow. But you need to also strategize if you have deadlines, so that you can meet up with the time frame that is being given with you. So this is where we're going to stop for today, and I want to believe that you had a nice time, you learned something new that you're going to make use of or include in your daily activities. Time management and productivity, prioritization, very very important. Kindly make sure you take this assessment question and send in your answer to Dive Africa email address. I'm going to receive it. Please make sure you answer this objective question 1 to 5, and submit your answer to Dive Africa. Thank you for joining today class. I remain your soft skill facilitator, Temidayo Caroline Fatova. Thank you.